Hey, this is Majin, and here's some comic reviews for you. Now, I wasn't able to get through a lot of books this week because Fallout. That's all I gotta say. Um, Secret Wars 2 is a parody book. I haven't finished it yet, but I wanted you guys to know what this thing was in case you might have passed it up and maybe you had a passing interest but didn't look into it. Basically, they're poking fun at themselves. In the very first, I mean, there's, as you can see, there's like multiple little shorts, and the very first one, it's Jonathan Hickman, and they're at the pitch meeting where they're like, "Okay, everybody, we're doing Secret Wars, and everybody's canceling everything. All storylines have a hard stop, no ifs, ands, or buts. You see a little like but, and then all you see is Hickman going, "I don't have an ending. I don't have an ending. I don't have an ending." And then there's Doctor. He has a conversation with Doctor Doom, and he's again going, "I don't have an ending." And basically, the punishment for him not having an ending and jacking up the story is he had to be in Secret Wars 2. So it kind of makes you wonder if there was a little bit of truth in this. But overall, though, I'm really am looking, based on the first part, I'm looking forward to reading the rest. But my guess is because you're getting multiple creators involved here, the level of enjoyment's going to be going up and down based on the story. All right, let's get on to some reviewage. Uncanny Inhumans #2. Basically, what's going on is Black Bolt made a deal with Kang to save his son. He sent his son into the time stream. Kang took care of him. Now, the thing is, part of their deal was the son was supposed to remain with Kang, but Black Bolt, being Black Bolt, he's going to try to renege on his deal and try to save his son, which upsets Kang, and Kang vows revenge. So in this issue, Kang basically uses his son, Black Bolt's son and Medusa's son, to kill off Inhumans. Like, basically, he doesn't kill them off themselves. He kills generations of a bloodline. So this way, you can't really stop it. And because these people, one day they're there, and then the very next second they're gone. One thing I thought was kind of funny, though, at the beginning was you have Johnny Storm is, kissing Medusa, and then Black Bolt comes in and he's not happy. And because, they're divorced, and you get it, you don't want to see your ex, moving on so quickly. And Black Bolt basically makes his feelings heard or understood very quickly with Johnny. Now, the thing is, I mean, I don't know if this was done on purpose or not, but this is what makes our life for guys really jacked up here. Okay, you have Medusa. She's beautiful. She's young. She's like ready to go in her prime, right? And you look at Black Bolt, right? He's got all these age lines everywhere. Man, they're making him look like he's 70, right? And then you have Johnny Storm, who's like that young Mustang, and who's ready to go right out of college, that kind of mentality. I mean, I know he's not ready out of college, but you know what I mean? You have that young thoroughbred. And man, it's just like, it's just not fair, because this is acceptable, but if Black Bolt looked at Ileana from the X-Men, people would be like, "What the heck, man? She's young. You're rocking the cradle." But that's what I'm telling you, it's wrong. But anyways, what basically happens is they have during a meeting to try to get the son back, that because of the Beast, because the Beast has been messing around with the time stream, he detects that there's something going on, and humans are Inhumans are missing, and he's the only reason why they're even here. There's actually Inhumans left to try to save the day. But I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it. I think that this storyline is much better than the other Inhuman storyline that came out before Secret Wars. They make reference to all of the stuff that happened in the past in terms of, you have the city appearing in Manhattan and stuff like that, the falling out of the marriage, but this is much better. This is more like it should have been, I think, and especially now that you have Black Bolt back, that makes a huge difference also. So I'm enjoying this. All right, New Avengers number 3. Okay, while I like the first 2 issues, this one just, I don't know, man. This was just, this is another one of these books where I go, you have no ideas, so you re-looked at an old storyline and did it. How many of you have read the New Avengers? And then what happened? Whatchamacallit? The guy, Hulkling, gets kidnapped by Kree because he's got the Kree, royal blood in him, and they want him to lead. And Wiccan goes with him. Seen the story already. Do we really need to go through this again? Really? That's the issue, that you just drop the book, let them do the storyline, and then you can pick it back up again. Please read the better version, not that washed up version. All right. Extraordinary X-Men 2, solid book. Enjoyed this a lot. This definitely shows the hatred between humans, mutants, and Inhumans. The really odd thing is, you have I'll get to Logan in a second, but you have basically Jean Grey. She's she's moving on with life, not getting involved with the superheroes, and then she detects somebody in trouble. It's this, he's obviously this deformed creature-looking kid, and she saves the kid, and she's like, hey, I'm a mutant. I have a place where you can go to be safe. And the kid's like, fuck you. I'm not a mutant. I'm an Inhuman. And he's like runs away from her. And so it's kind of like the mutants are at the very bottom of the they're at the very top of the hate train. And it's kind of interesting to see how that's working. With the Logan part, Storm and Iceman basically find Logan. They're like, dude, they don't realize what his past is. They originally think that he's really their Logan, and he kind of explains things, but he's leaving out key details. Refuses to join them. They go back. Well, the thing is, they go back to their, the headquarters. You have Magic and Colossus. They're looking for Kurt, and they find his tail in blood. And this is the part I don't get. Those two go to save Nightcrawler. Storm and Iceman come back. Forge is like, hey, this is the situation. They see the tail. Iceman puts the tail on ice. And they just go, when they come back, just let me know. Gotta talk to her. I'm like, what the hell? Shouldn't they go to save, Nightcrawler? I mean, have you ever heard of backup? I mean, please. Especially they make reference to, the fact, well, maybe we shouldn't have sent Magic because she's important to the defense of this compound. I'm like, what the hell? But anyways, I don't want to ruin it for those of you who don't know, but Colossus and Magic are in way over their heads. Which brings me to another point, is you reveal the bad guy like way too quickly. I'm like, there's no build up, no mystery. It's like, hey, there he is. And it's like, you blew it. You blew the load. You can't, it's like you gave us the main course without appetizers. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. Maybe I read too much stuff, and maybe I expect a little more at times. But anyways, but other than that, I mean, the book is still, I really enjoyed it. This is one of the better X-Men books, and I would definitely say this has been one of the better X-Men books over the past 5 years for sure. because the X-Men have been in a bad spot. And at the very end, you get Jean Grey teaming up with Logan at the very end. So I'm really curious how that's going to work out, because that's going to be a weird relationship. And in a way, it almost looks like they might try to heal each other type thing. I don't know. But anyways, I like this book. Highly recommend it. Anyways, that's some reviews for you this week. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Make sure you play some Fallout 4. Or I should say, when you play Fallout 4, make sure you turn off your computer or PlayStation. See the outdoors for at least a half an hour. And we'll have some more stuff later. So until next